BizChicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. I'm here with my co-host today, Miss Robin Shimizu, and we are going to be talking about happy, healthy habits. Oh my goodness. It's so good to have you in the studio today. And we just want to welcome all of you watching live and on the replay. So today we're going to get started. I'm Terralina from BizChicks, and we just want to say welcome to the conversation. What do you have for us today, Robin?
Good morning,
Good
Terralina.
morning.
Good to see you. Okay.
It's good to be seen and not viewed.
Gosh, yes. That's a new one for me. Okay, so this week I was watching the news, and there was a woman on Good Morning America, and her name
Mm-hmm.
was Dr. Tara Narula,
Okay.
Narula, and she had this really great segment that talked about becoming the CEO of your health. And I thought, oh,
Oh,
that sounds interesting. Because, Maureen Stevenson started us out this year with saying something like, you need to prioritize your self-care. And I never forgot what Maureen said. We got to prioritize our self-care, right?
mm-hmm.
And it takes time to prioritize our self-care. It's a lot of work to take care of ourselves.
We have to be intentional, don't we?
Mm-hmm. And as women, we were so busy taking care of everybody else, we didn't take care of ourselves until we until we stopped and thought about it a little bit more, especially for me, because I've always been pretty blessed with pretty good health. So I've taken it for
Mm-hmm.
granted. Um,
Yes.
so she had some great tips on how to
Oh,
become the CEO of your health. And she said the first thing you need to do is you need to go see the doctor. And
okay.
to do that, you need to research their credentials and to know where they've been trained, because sometimes they
Mm.
have background training that would be helpful to you, but maybe not. Maybe it's not exactly the cardiovascular doctor you want because they're good at something else, but you're looking for a doctor that knows how to do the electrical, the AFib part of your heart disease or whatever. But you interview your doctor and find out where their strengths are.
Mm.
And she said, and please always ask for recommendations from your friends and your family for referrals. Start there,
Okay.
because word of mouth is, usually the best way to go about looking for a good doctor, because, it's hard to tell credentials online and stuff. And then she was saying, okay, so when you're going to go to the doctor for the first time, you need to be prepared. So
Mm-hmm.
be on time. She said that was the first thing she said. She says, be hydrated, because they're going to take blood, and always
Oh,
go and be very hydrated when you go. Write down
that's a good tip.
your medical history. Always take a written medical history of major things that because you forget if you don't have it written down. Um,
Mm.
and she says, always review your previous labs before you go in, so you know what to talk about in terms of your test
Okay.
results. And take the list of your medication, or take physical bottles, your physical
Oh,
prescription. And don't forget your supplements, the supplements that you're taking too. Make sure that the doctor understands all the things that you're taking in for your health needs.
oh, okay. Wow, I wouldn't have thought of that to take the vitamins too. Yeah.
Yeah, take your supplements. And if you journal, be sure to take your journal with you, of course. And to always take a pen and paper with you, so you can take notes, or take a friend. Now, I hadn't
Oh,
really thought about taking a friend with me, but I thought, that's a good idea, or another family member to be in the
you
room
know,
with.
I think that's really important because sometimes when the doctor leaves the room, you say, "Am I crazy, or did he just say blah blah blah? Did he just say I need to take this in case I get sick?" Come on now.
Yeah, and they could be listening and taking notes for you, and asking questions for you too, because you're caught up in the emotion of being examined,
It's Mm-hmm.
And she said the other thing is make sure you feel comfortable with them. So if you don't feel comfortable, find another doctor. Talk to
Mm.
them, see if there's a rapport, um, ask a lot of questions. And bottom line, do you like them? And if
Yes.
you
And if
don't
they
really like
poof you off, then you might
them,
want to consider getting another doctor.
hmm hmm
Mm-hmm. Because they're
yeah.
not
So I
taking you serious, especially if you're over 80. I was listening to this the other day. So if you're over 80, a lot of things that they won't even consider. Like you need to ask, well, if I were 60, what tests would you recommend? Because it's sort of like, well, you're getting older. No, this is not normal for me. You know,
and that
so you
doctor
have to
will
feel,
always say, "Oh, it's your age. You're getting older." But you know how
and you
you
need,
feel, right?
yeah. And they
Yeah.
don't know if you are abnormally healthy for that statistic. You know what
hmm
I'm saying?
hmm
So, because right now I don't take any meds. Good morning. How are you, friend? Yeah, right now I'm not on anything prescribed. Hmm.
Yeah. And but you take supplements, and that's another thing for the doctor to know about. Yeah. And
Yes.
I have an online system, so I go in there and I update my supplements and I erase things and I do things in there. So I try my hardest to keep on top of that, but it's
Oh,
so easy to let it uh, to get behind on taking care of yourself. It's
well,
just
my thing is, I really don't take the supplements on a regular basis. It's not like I line them up every day.
Mhm.
It's every blue moon. I was like, oh, this is in the cabinet. Let me take one. I don't even take a one a day vitamin. I take a walk. I take a walk and I drink some water. Today I
exactly.
walked 3 miles before we got started today.
Good
So
job.
I'm building up to where I was because before I left, I was doing 5 miles. So yeah,
Mhm.
so I'm building back up.
That's
Go ahead.
excellent. Now that you're home and settled, huh?
In my
So,
normal environment. Hmm.
well, that's about it in terms of her presentation. But I just wanted to remind people to be your own advocate. And I think sometimes we get intimidated when we go to doctors. We don't, whatever happens, but we're entitled to ask these questions. And so I really liked the way that she put it, though, in terms of you need to be your own advocate. Or
Hmm.
if you, like you said, if you're older, and take somebody with you. I think that's a very, very good thing to do. Okay, so today we have Dr. Lawanna Parker with us. And so let me introduce her to the audience, and then we'll bring her on. Okay, so Dr. Lawanna Parker is an international award-winning author, dynamic speaker, and inspirational specialist who inspires others to overcome life's obstacles with courage and humor. Creator of Courage to Live Your Dream, she inspires women to unlock their potential and accept their best selves. And I like to add this to Lawanna's mission statement. She's got 4 sons, 15 grandchildren, and 10 great grandchildren. Isn't that
Oh
amazing?
my goodness.
8 girls, 1 boy. It's just a big, big family. And I just think that's so wonderful. So, with that, let's bring on Dr. Parker and see what she has for us today.
All righty.
There she is.
Good morning, Dr. Parker.
Good morning. I am the oldest of 8 children, and I have
Oh, okay.
one brother. Now, if I go
Wow.
extended family, then there's about 13 of us. Yeah.
How
So,
does that feel? Let me see if I can move you up here a little bit. Okay.
Well, it
That's
just feels normal. To be perfectly true, I never really gave it any thought before.
uh-huh.
How many of us there is. Uh, yeah.
I know. Our norms are our norms, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
it's what makes us who we are. The sum of our experiences is a beautiful thing, and we think everybody lives that way.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely. I remember when we were talking about this the other day about memories, and I was remembering that our next door neighbor, everybody gathered at their house because their father was such a nice guy. And he would let us all come over there to watch television because they had a television. In those days, not everybody had a TV.
We
And
had
so
a TV, and everybody was
now
over at the house.
oh my
I can
goodness.
remember my grandmother had a TV, and the screen was about this big. She had
Oh,
one of the first TVs. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
the first
And
one I saw was like that. It was in Louisiana. We went to a cousin's house, and it was the first time I had seen a TV, and I was just fascinated. How did those people get in that box?
oh
It
my
was
goodness.
greenish in color. And I even remember what my cousin was watching. It was the Christmas Carol, the one with
Mm,
Alistair Sims, the really old
uh-huh.
one. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
remember that very well. My first
Wow.
television.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about how you can get more clarity and
Okay.
confidence in journaling or writing, period. Okay. So let's,
Okay. I don't think I like this view, so I'm going to change the view
okay.
back to this because
All
I
right.
can see more of you.
Okay. Woohoo. Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, listen, imagine waking up one day and realizing that you have the power to rewrite your life.
Okay.
Is really powerful when you stop to think about it because everything that's happened yesterday is gone. You cannot do anything about it. It may have been who you were, but
Mm-hmm.
you have the power to be whoever you want or whatever you want today and tomorrow and every day after that. So that's where writing comes in and handy. I talk about journaling a lot because I thoroughly believe in journaling. As you know, I really got involved in journaling and even getting back into, I say getting back into writing. I hadn't really started. I dabbled at it. But
Mm-hmm.
it was when I hit that deep depression and didn't know where to go and what to do because I couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't share that I was going through all of this because people looked at me as being the strong one. So I couldn't let them down. I would been embarrassing to admit I was having problems. But when I heard that,
Why do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't put myself in that role. It's just that ever since, well, I always said it started with my mother, and she would sit down and talk to me because she didn't have anyone else to talk to, and so she
Mm-hmm.
would talk to me about what she was going through, how she was feeling, after my dad left us, and it seemed like I've been doing that ever since. People just
Hmm.
automatically would come up and talk to me about things, usually older people, which kind of surprised me. But even in elementary school and junior high and high school, and I remember when I wasn't getting a boyfriend like everybody else, and I'm going, these guys are asking me how to get a girl, and I haven't figured out how to get a boyfriend. So it was kind of embarrassing. But anyway, that's who I became I don't know what it was about me that people just felt that they could talk to me. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I worked at this nonprofit group where I was the receptionist, and people, there was always somebody at the front desk with me. So one day the CEO says, Lawanna, why is it that there's always somebody up here at the front desk with you? I said, well, they need to talk about things and they talk to me about things. And he says, well, here's what I want you to do. Tell them to take you to lunch. So started telling you, okay, I can't talk at the front desk. CEO says, if you want to talk, got to go to lunch. I got a lot of
Okay.
free lunches. I
They got a
got
lot of good advice, though.
Yeah, so it was fun, to be able to do things like that. I really enjoyed myself, and people trusted me not to go around spreading what they shared with me, because sometimes it
Yes.
was things that were really personal, and that's the way it's been all my life, and that's why when I got into a bad situation, I didn't know who to go to, and if I had someone to go to, I still would have been nervous about going to them because I wasn't supposed to be having problems. I'm supposed to be strong, the one everybody else comes to. And so I complained to God, why me? Why am I going through this? I try to do everything that you tell me to do. So why am I going through this? And one day I just heard the word journal, and I figured that was him. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
telling me to write it out, since I didn't have anyone that I felt I could talk to, because I couldn't even share things like that with my husband. My husband didn't even know what I was going through. Yeah, because one of
Mm-hmm.
the things I was kind of jealous of him, because it seemed like everything good was happening for him, and it was just the opposite for me. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, thinking back now, I realized while I was whining and complaining, um, my husband was getting cancer again. It was coming back, and at that point, it hadn't shown up. But a
Mm-hmm.
few months down the line, it started showing up, and uh, I don't know. By the time they realized it was there, it was really too late to do anything about it. So my complaining felt so petty and pitiless, compared to what he was going through, uh, and I kind of felt a little selfish later on. When he passed away, I thought I was whining and complaining and whatnot, and I know my husband's in a better place, but I think he would rather be still here with us,
Mm-hmm.
rather than to leave us when he did. And I got to be here. I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the craziest thing because I was on my way to Texas, and I stopped at a gas station. It was around midnight or so, and this woman comes up to me. I'm thinking she's gonna try to sell me something because she's got these things, and she says, "I have a message for you." And I said, "A message?" I'm looking at her because I don't know her, so how could she have a message for me? And she says, "No," she says, "it's from a loved one that's already passed." And they said, "Don't think about woulda, shoulda, coulda. Just do the things that you wanted to do. It's not your time yet." Um, I don't know who the lady is. I remember she gave me her name, and I tried to look her up on Facebook. She wasn't, because it was,
We entertain angels unaware.
yeah, I guess you could say that. And on the rest of that drive that night, it was like there was an angel in front of me. The shadow of the car, it looked like an angel in front of me all the way until the sun came out. and I didn't fall asleep or anything, and I had been driving, I think about 24 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I hadn't had any sleep, just to stop for gas or to use the restroom. But yeah, we never know what's what. So that's why I I like writing, because it gives you a chance to get those things out of you, which is what I did, and it helped me to gain clarity. Because
Oh.
what happened is that I once I had it written down and I read it and I thought, what are you gonna do? You're in this spot. This is what's happening to you. This is how you're feeling. How are you going to get out of this? And I ended up coming up with 5 things that I could do to get out of it. And of course, I
Okay.
hadn't done them yet because I just thought of them. But just having wrote those things down created a change in me.
Mm.
So I took what I had written because I thought this could be a book. I took out all of my whining and complaining and took the message that I felt I was given and added
Mhm.
some more stuff to it. And that's what became my very first book that I wrote with my name on it, as everybody should know by now. Courage to Live My Dream. It's a very short read. It's about 76 pages, I think, and it's over on Amazon.com. Um, but that's what got me started back into writing, and to realize just how powerful journaling can be, or just
Mm.
writing period can be, because I say it's my way of sharing with God, and he gives me answers. Yeah. So, you know, and the great thing, yeah. Hey, piece of a pen, a piece of paper, and start writing. Nobody has to know what you wrote if you don't want to.
Mm.
That's your personal business. You can put anything you want on that paper. And if you think somebody might find it, then burn it afterwards. Flush it down the toilet or whatever. But
Mhm.
it's your way of getting things off your chest. And I'm not discounting counselors and psychiatrists and things, because we need those. But on a short term, when you start to feel things happening, and you know it's something that you could probably take care of yourself, but you just don't know what to do, just start writing, because answers will come to you. It might not come to you that day or even the next day or the next week, but the answers will come, because each time you pick that up and you reread it,
Mhm.
you begin to get some clarity as to what you need to do, what steps you need to take. And that's one of the big powers of journaling. And I think that's why there are so many powerful people who, you'll be surprised, actually journal.
Oh.
You think about it. It helps you sort through the clutter in your mind, because I'm telling you, I had a lot of junk going on in my mind. All that feeling sorry for me, and all of that victimization that I was accepting, and all the things that I felt I couldn't do. Everything was just up there eating away at me. And I allowed it to even make me question and doubt what God has done for me. And I realize now I probably needed to go through that so that I would be able to help somebody else.
Mhm.
Mm. Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
mhm.
You know what? Journaling can be considered your best friend in some ways, because I lost my best friend about 8 years ago. I still miss her terribly. And she was the one person
Mhm.
I could tell anything to.
Mhm.
You have that one friend. So journaling can take the place of her, because there's not a lot of people you can tell everything to.
I
Mhm,
know.
mhm.
But you can tell
And
it to yourself in your journal and
And
work it.
sometimes even your best friends can be a little negative, when you're sharing things with them. Not that they're being negative to be unkind. Sometimes
Mm-mm.
they're being negative because they think they're helping you to keep you from
Yes.
falling into a bad situation.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the journal is never going to judge you. It's never going to
Yeah.
talk back to you. It's never going to call you names. It's just
Yeah.
going to accept whatever it is that you offer it. And that's
Yeah.
why I say it's my way that I can talk to God, and then He gives me answers back to
Mhm.
Mhm.
what I've written, because I'm looking at it, and in a sense, I'm listening. I probably listen better that way than sitting down sometimes and getting quiet. I wrote something, I don't know, it was this week or last week, but I talked about hearing that small, still voice, getting quiet, just wait and listen. And
Mm.
that's not easy because we have so much going on around us in the world that it's difficult to just shut up,
Yeah.
and just stop and listen. Each time I've heard God's voice, and I'm trying to remember, what did I stop or what, or did he yell? I honestly, I can't tell you. I just know I heard the voice, and so I just did what he said. And and it's always turned out to be good for me when I've done that. So yeah, it's try to listen for that voice. Find a quiet place, or do as I do, journal and write everything down. And you can even address it to God. You know, let him know that, hey, I'm having this problem. I need your help, and yeah, things will come. I have great confidence in that, and that's one of the other things that writing does for you. It helps builds your confidence,
Ah.
and it begins to show you wins and this growth, and how resilient you are, because we all are. We may think that we're not, because one of the things that I had asked the Lord was, how come I'm still here? What's my purpose? Why
Mhm.
why am I still here? I don't seem to be making a difference with anyone or anything. And it's funny because I actually, when was this? In June, I asked, I'm on chat, okay? And I'm asking chat that same question about, why do you think I'm here? What purpose do you think I'm serving? And I can't tell you, it gave me this beautiful write up, and it listed the things that I had done. So it
Mm.
must have been on the internet and found all this stuff. But it was so accurate. And in the end, it said, you make a difference. You have made a difference. And you just need to realize it. And when you're feeling down, then come and
Mhm.
talk to me. And I'm like, whoa.
Now you understand why so many people have these avatars that they are talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, as I say, it helps with the clarity, the confidence, and it helps in business too, because when you write down what it is that you want to do, you begin to see the possibilities that
Mhm.
I can do this, and ways come to you of what you can do, what steps you need to take, and you implement it. When those things come to you, don't just leave them there and think that it's going to happen by itself. You got to take action.
Take action.
Definitely have to take action on them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay, Dr. Parker. So we need to take action, and that will by journaling, and that will lead us to clarity. It will lead us to answers. Did you say?
Answers and confidence. It builds your
And
confidence.
confidence.
Yeah. And it works in business. It's a
Wow.
very powerful tool for business.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Ooh. All right. let me let me shake that off because I'm already into thinking about it. Guys, I want you to know that Dr. Parker. You can find her over at her website. Let me share my screen. Just a minute. And okay, so we're on Dr. Parker's website where she says, unlock your potential with Dr. Lawanna Parker. Start transforming today. So you can sign up here and join her group. Also, over here on her website, she says she's here because she's empowering women through journaling, faith, and legacy. Oh my, that is so pretty.
Thank
So
you.
you could have the opportunity to work with Dr. Luana Parker. She does coaching. She does public speaking, so she can come and speak to your group. She handles workshops for women. So, and also you can download her free guide to journaling right there on her website. So we're going to put that information to her website in the chat, um, so that you can. Oh, let me stop sharing my screen so that you can get a hold of her and make an appointment.
So I
And
want to
also,
do a shout out.
Yes,
mhm,
you can book an
Can I do
appointment right there on the website. So
mhm.
made it easy as possible.
There you
So,
go.
Dr. Parker, I think you should do your workshop again on manifestation with gratitude. I think that was the
Hmm.
title of your workshop. That one was so good. I think you should redo that one.
Well,
I would
thank
attend it again.
well then I will plan it for the second Thursday of September because I
Okay.
was thinking today, not today, I think it was Monday. Um, this is the second Thursday, and I didn't talk about doing a workshop. So I messed up for August. I should have wrote it down. But we will plan another one for the second Thursday in September, and I will get that announcement out and start publicizing it. And also,
Okay.
I hope you guys will look forward to the fact that I'm going to be doing a virtual retreat on December the
Mm.
6th. I'll be
Oh,
getting
I
that
like that.
out also.
December what?
December 6th.
6.
Hmm.
Okay. It's a virtual retreat.
Right. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I have a very special guest that I'm hoping will say yes and come. And you won't want to miss this individual.
Okay.
It's very well.
Very good.
If you're into Broadway, you probably know the person. But we'll see.
Mhm. Okay. All righty, dighty, guys. I want to remind everybody that you're able to connect with Dr. Parker. We put her information in the chat, and we hope that you will take that opportunity to connect with her. But what can I say? I'm going to shut my mouth there because I already told you who she is and what she does. So, so, and when we bring people on to Biz Chicks, we want you to know that they are a trusted source, that you can work with them and know that they are who they say they are. So, with that, Dr. Parker, we want to thank you for your time. You've been such a valuable resource to Biz Chicks, and we just want people to know that they can trust you as a confidant and as a great coach. So, have a great day. Is there anything you want to share before you go?
Thank you. And just remember that you have the power to rewrite your life.
You really, really do.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much. With that, I just want to say, who do we have coming up
So
in
next
the future?
we rounding out the month, we have Linus Woods Mullins with us next week. And after that, the
Mm-hmm.
last week in August, we have Claudia Newman with us.
Aha.
So, yeah,
Okay.
we're halfway through August already. It's like
I can't believe it. I mean, it's Christmas. Just say Christmas, because after that, boom, it's what? Halloween, Thanksgiving, boom, Christmas. So we're almost in the last quarter of the year,
yeah.
and we just want to thank you for all the wonderful guests that you've been bringing on board to help us navigate 2025. It's been an interesting,
Yep, it's been an interesting year.
and we truly need minds. Yes.
Mhm, mhm.
To become a part of BizChicks, you can join BizChicks by simply texting Biz to 33777, or you can find us at bizchicks.net. We'd love to have you join our community and share what it is you do and how you serve. With that, we want to remind you it's good to make money in your business, so go to the front of your own line. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you again, Rob, for all you do and for the wonderful guests that you find for us. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.